What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. This is part 2 of the official Pace Yourself Grand Prix build. So today the goal is to have this motor completely built, back in the car, and then start assembling the bottom stuff. If I don't get it all done, that's fine, but as long as I get it back in the car and I start the reassemble process, I'll be good. I'll be comfortable with that, because tomorrow is fully assembled first startup. So without further ado, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna change the oil pan gasket. Now, I know my dude James wanted me to modify the pan gasket. I just don't have the time to do all that right now. Like, I'm like really in a crunch. I had to take 4 days of vacation to do this job, and I really took this job on just because of the car that it is. It deserves to have something like this done to it. It's not no neglect to a lot of people that want me to do their motors. I just don't have the space. I don't want your car sitting outside my yard where it's prone to something getting damaged, and I don't like my car sitting outside. Now, if I didn't have, if I didn't have a car and I had room, I wouldn't mind doing people's cars, because then I wouldn't have to rush through it. I could have it a couple weeks, because I work 6 days a week. So we'll see what happens down the road. Just bear with me. It ain't no pun to you guys that want me to do stuff to your car. I really can't. Like I said, I took 4 vacation days to do this, and I can't afford to do that again. So who knows? I mean, there was a particular person that's been really on my tail about getting my white car. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, that's besides the point. It's all about the pace car right now. So let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to get this oil pan switched out, and then we're going to get the cam and stuff in. Now, the process of that, so I'm going to have to break this video down in sections so you understand. These bolts on the pan are 3/8 bolts. So we're going to take the pan, replace the gasket, okay? And then once we replace the gasket, we're going to take off the cam bolt, then the dampener. Okay, then we'll take the chain off, slide this off, and then we're going to take the balance shaft gear, take that off. Then I take the cam bolt and I put it back in the cam, and then I pull the cam out. But there's 2 torque screw bolts right here, behind here, that has to be taken off. Make sure you get the exact right size and take your time with it, because if you strip that bolt, that turns into a bad day. So we're going to do that, and then we'll put the timing chain cover back on. I'm going to install a brand new oil pump in the timing chain cover. Make sure our mating surfaces are clean. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. So let's get started. Listen. Listen. so we got the cam out. Lifters is ready to be placed in once I get the cam in. This motor is, wow. Look at this cam. Look at that. Stock cam. That's crazy. That is crazy, crazy. He getting this back. You need to keep that for a souvenir. That's just clean. So we're gonna get that in the package. He getting that back. That's a souvenir for him. So now on to the assembly. So what we're gonna do now is, man, this motor's clean. Man, look at this. All right, let me quit. All right, look. So we're gonna get the cam in now, and then we're gonna put the timing chain on. Now remember how I told you guys how the timing chain goes on. It's finicky, but just be patient with it. So we'll get the timing chain on, get the cam in. We'll throw the LS7 lifters in, and then once we get that done, then we'll put the timing chain cover back on the water pump. And I had to send the wife to go grab me some gray RTV because I don't have any. So if I don't have that, then I'll just start cleaning the piston tops and the head mating surfaces, and then put the ARP head studs in. So let me get back to work. All right, so we got the LS7 lifters in with the lifter trays. We got the neck cam in. We got the double roll timing chain. Hold on. It's time, don't worry. Hold on. I rotated the motor. It's in time. Cylinder 1, top dead center. So, and you can see, 0. It's in time. Now, this was really tight. This is tighter than before getting this in. But, little tappy tap, got it in, and everything went smooth. So, there's that. Now, wife's not here yet, so I'm gonna work on getting this this gasket off, and then I'll just start cleaning the surface area and getting the ARP studs in. So let's get back to it. Okay, so now we got our mating surfaces clean. The wife's not here yet, so what I'm gonna do now is get the ARP head studs in. When you put the ARP head studs in, you want to use Teflon tape for the threads that go on the block, because otherwise you can have coolant seep through if you don't put Teflon tape on there. So we're gonna get them studs on there, You don't have to torque those. Just make sure they're snug. Those don't get tight, torqued down. Just snug them. And then we'll set the head gaskets on there. And then if the wife isn't here yet, then I'll just go ahead and start the dreaded part of the build, the damn valve springs. So let's get busy. Okay, so we got the head studs on. We got the head gaskets on. I just got the timing chain cover just sitting there for now. But what I got to do now is I got to get this oil pump out. So take these out. Be very careful not to strip them. Then once you pull it out, the timing chain, the oil pump, which is this guy. So the oil pump is literally, can you open that for me? Yeah, let's take that out. So the oil pump is literally, this fella right here. Simple. Now usually when I put, well not usually, all the time, when I put these in, I submerge them in Vaseline. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's the next move. Once I get this on, then I'm gonna put that on the motor. And then after that,
it's your favorite part.
valve springs. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we got the timing chain cover in there, complete power or water pump, idler pulley, balancer. We're all good. So now it's time to get to the heads. So we're gonna mosey on over here and get these valves changed. They're not valves, valve springs. What you do is you take a hammer, you tap them It loosens the keepers and just get them off. I'll inspect the valves, but I'm already guaranteed. No, look at that. Really? Yeah. People will kill to have these heads, man. Them are some good ass cores. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get these valve springs done. Then once I get the valve springs done, I'll clean the head gaskets off, and then I'll do the water check to make sure that the valves are seated, and then we'll slap them on the motor and then finish assembly. All right, so I got one head done. All the valves. Usually what I do is I'll spray the bowl with 30 to 40 drops. I'll put some water. 100% certain that ain't gonna leak, so I'm not even gonna go through that. So, all right, I gotta let the battery charge on my little camera, so there won't be a time lapse on this. So when I get back on, I'll be explaining the process of putting the heads on. All right, so now I got this head done, and this head looks the same. No sense of even. These things are sealed up. So what I'm gonna do now, and I got the 130s on this one too. I'm gonna clean the bottom surfaces up, put them on the block, and we're gonna torque them down and finish putting this motor together. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so we got the heads torqued down. We got the push rods in. We got the rockers bolted down, torqued. Good to go. So now what I'm gonna do is there's 5 bolts I need to tighten on the oil pan. Tighten those up, and then I'm gonna put the lower intake manifold on, put the valve covers on, and then put the alternator bracket back on and finish assembling this thing. So yeah, we're pretty close. We're about another 20% worth of work left on the motor, and then I wipe down the engine bay, and then I'm gonna drop this thing in and call it a day. So let's get back to it. All right, so my apologies, my camera died. All my battery packs is charging, but I got the motor done. I'm sorry I couldn't get it all recorded, but we got the power log and all that on there. The owner, Chris, he actually just left not too long ago. He came and dropped off the PCM. He got to see his baby, but he was pleased with what he saw. But yeah, it's all together. Spark plugs is gap. I primed the motor, so I can just go ahead and do a first start because I already primed it. And yeah, got all the brackets back on. See it. Everything's all hooked up. So now it's got the 42s in there now. So now I'm going to put the motor mount on, clear this work area, and then so I'm gonna put this motor in. So let's get to it. Oh, I should have enough battery life to record that. So let's get to it. Oh yes. Now you hear the oh, I can't even talk. But the victory music right here. It's a celebration. So the motor is in. So yeah. Tomorrow we're just gonna go ahead and wrap everything up, plug everything. Now the motor look like it's tilted. That's because it's got engine and trans spacers, which is where's that box at? Should be these right here. So this is the transmission side right here. I gotta drill the hole out bigger, put that on the transmission mount, but I got it on the motor mount right now. See right here. So that's why the motor is kind of cockeyed, but it's in. So I built this motor in one day and dropped it in the car the same day. So some people was just like, how the hell is he gonna do it in 4 days? Hell, you just seen it. So tomorrow, it'll be all put together. The car will look like I never even touched it, and it's gonna be first startup. Sunday, take it for a test drive, make sure everything is good. And Chris taking his car home. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow.